Good evening and welcome back to Ball Feather Bets, people. We have a pick for tonight's game, Thursday Night Football, between the Raiders and the Broncos. Just a phenomenal primetime matchup that I'm sure Amazon is super happy that this is one of the games that they get to pick this season. Now, this pick is 100% made by Bruce. He is undefeated at picking against the spread. Bruce, you gotta stand behind your picks better than that big guy. So he is actually the greatest ATS picker in football of all time because he's undefeated. So with that, this pick is certain to win because he never loses. And even if he were to lose, I wouldn't tell him because look at him. I can't do that to him. He's the cutest dog of all time. So what we're looking at tonight is we have some pretty significant data now that the Raiders are two very different teams, both with and without Brock Bowers. And this dates back to like last year in the Josh McDaniel days and all that stuff. So this doesn't have anything to do with Pete Carroll or anything. Geno Smith, all that stuff. They essentially have the ability to score points when Brock Bowers plays. And people are talking a little bit about the Jacoby Myers trade. It doesn't really have anything to do with Jacoby Myers. The team scores points when Brock Bowers plays, and a lot of that I think has to do with also his impact in the running game, and they simply do not score points when Brock Bowers does not play. We talked to you guys a little bit on our NFL recap video. The Broncos are the most fraudulent team in the NFL, right? So they have a 1-point win against the Giants, 2-point win against the Jets, barely beat the Texans when they were out CJ Stroud most of the game, beat up on the Bengals when they lost Burrow. Like this is one of the worst 7-2, 6-2, whatever the hell the record is. This is one of the worst 2-loss teams at this point in the season that I've actually seen in a while, and DVOA would tell you very, very similar things. They do have a decent defense, but this is too many points. So we are taking the Raiders tonight plus the 9.5, and we're doing that one for 3 units. You know what? Fuck that. We're taking the Raiders plus 9.5. We're doing it for 5 units. I really just don't like this Broncos team. I just don't think they're good. Yeah. That's pretty much it. Okay. Adding a few more picks to what we already have on this weekend slate and getting out of here. Missouri plus 7.5. Doing that one for 5 units against A&M. Too many points added for what the actual drop-off is from backup quarterback after losing Purvila. This getting 7.5, yeah, the line shouldn't have been adjusted by that much. Wins over replacement, right? Like Purvila's okay. Is essentially how he is as a quarterback. The game's really much going to come down to party in the run game and the outside zone stretch play, and essentially like Missouri's going to hammer that outside zone stretch until they either cannot get a first down or A&M has to essentially take the linebackers and put them over on the edges, which will then open the middle of the field. And we're betting on the latter. So yeah, Missouri plus 7.5, 5 units. I'd take it down to anything Missouri plus 7. Then on Sunday, Jets plus 3 for 3 units. Too much adjustment for Sauce Gardner and Williams. Williams is a little bit bigger of a deal, but it isn't like it isn't that the Jets weren't a good football team before, and they're still not a good football team now. There shouldn't have been a 4-point line adjustment for what they lost. And the Browns aren't a good football team either. So when you can get the 3, you take the 3. So plus the 3 for 3 units. And then we're laying 1.5 with the Packers for 5 units against the Eagles. Love that one. Even with Tucker Kraft out, love that one. Packers play to their competition, meaning they play up to very good teams. They will be very up for this game, and they play down to teams like the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, they'll be raring to go for this one. So we like the Packers here in that spot. Thank you guys. Enjoy Thursday Night Football. Stay safe out there. Have a great rest of your evening, and give this video some love, please. Like, share, comment, and make sure you are subscribed to the channel.